This is my first time seeing the 2025 Laramie Night Edition. And yeah, it's still the best. I truly believe this is the best half-ton. When you get blackout on a Ram, it just hit different. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah. It is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see pricing on this build. At the very top is the description. And here's the base price at $63,880. And then here is a partial listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause. And then starting off the options is the pearl paint for $245. Night Edition is $3,445, and it has a lot of nice features that come in there, like 22-inch wheels. You have the Sport Performance hood. Laramie Level 2 equipment group was $2,745. Then you have a few things like the rubber floor mats, $392 rear axle, 33-gallon fuel tank, and trailer brake. Destination comes in at $1,995 with a total price of $73,460. And here is the fuel economy numbers. In the last video I did, I discussed how Rams are struggling to sell. I believe that these are the best trucks on the market for sure, but I think that it's the engine options that's really hurting this truck right now. Now on the front end, you guys can see reflective style LED headlights, incandescent turn signals, LED fog lights, parking sensors, and when you get the Night Edition, it paints the grille surround and the front bumpers. Also, this one does have adaptive cruise control. Something you don't see on these Laramie and limited trims is that 360 camera. It is an option, but it's just not one that's being selected. I'm not sure why. When you get the Night Edition, you guys can probably tell, you also get that Sport Performance hood. And as I've said in the past, it makes the Night Edition. It really does. I love the overall styling of it. You have these heat extractors right here, although this is all closed off up top. Pearl paint, and it just has a menacing look, 100%. Now let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the suspension. Independent, double wishbone. You have a coilover setup. There is an option for air, and then there's your liner, some plastic, and then check out your Pirelli tires. These wheels are a carryover from last year, and that's a good thing because I think this is the best wheel design in the whole segment. Out of every truck, there's no better wheel design if you want 22s. 285/45. And here is the tire capacity, 2,601 pounds at, what is that? 41 PSI? 50 PSI, excuse me. Kind of hard to read it on the side there. You guys see your brakes here. And here's just the other side of the suspension. See that sway bar a little bit better too. They did add the fender flares back for 2025. We did miss them from the 2024 Laramie trims. And here's just a side view of this truck too. Painted mirror caps, turn signals, and all your badging can be blacked out too. And then here are the mirrors. They give you a convex on both sides, blind spot monitoring, smart key system only on the front doors. And this one had the optional 33-gallon fuel tank, regular fuel. Wheel liner out back too, by the way. On some of these half-ton trucks, they don't give that to you for some rare reason. You do have coils. Only Toyota and Ram give you coils in the rear on these half-ton trucks. Parking sensors, and notice how they do black out the exhaust tips too. More painted bumpers, LED license plate lights. However, for 2025, they did cheap out and just give you incandescent lights for your tail lights, which was a huge fail. They do black out the rest of the badges here. Class 4 hitch, and you have a donut style spare tire. And as you guys saw, this had the 392 rear. You can get a locker on these trucks. It is an option. Backup camera, and you have a light just below there too. And as you guys saw, this was an option to have the power liftgate, otherwise it would just be dampened. You have your bed lights, tie downs on all sides. At the very top they give you incandescent bulbs there. And if you want to put it back up, just hit it with your knee. Overall, good looking truck. Here's why the Hurricane engine is already the best engine in the Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. I'm just joking, guys. You know, some of you think I'm a Ram fanboy, so I had to start off this way. I had to. I do believe that Ram did a good job going to an inline 6 design versus the V configuration. The only thing about this engine that would have made it a good contender in my book is if they went port and direct injection. I wish I could talk to a Ram engineer about this because I would love to know why they just went with direct injection. Now, as I've said in other videos, the injector is centrally located. Now that could be for many reasons though. You know, it could be the fact that it's for the best spray, which gives it the best combustion, which gives it the best performance. Or hopefully they were like, you know what, we want to combat buildup on the intake valves. That's the only reason why I would say just do port and direct injection. So only time will tell. I do like the power delivery. This engine is the strongest. It's stronger than the Toyotas, I've proven that. It's stronger than the EcoBoost, I've proved that. And I think that it's probably going to outgun obviously the V8s from GM too, especially at this high elevation here. 420 horsepower, 469 pound-feet of torque, 22 psi of boost pressure, twin turbo, and each turbo feeds 3 cylinders each basically. And they do use a 0W20 oil in this engine. By the way, there's no dipstick. Let's check out the interior. Everyone has their opinion on which truck has the best interior. I think that Ram still has it. I own a GM and I love my truck, but I can be unbiased and say this. Ram has always been what I lean towards because they just do a good job overall. You guys see the design on the door, all the soft touch, satin, and then the wood trim. This is fake, however, but it looks good. And the speaker grills, 19 speaker Harman Kardon, and still more soft touch and stitching. All your controls for your mirrors, they are power folding on both sides, obviously. They are heated, and you guys can see you have auto up and down for the front, but not auto anything for the rears. 10-way driver's side seat, and then just check out the overall design. All of this is hard plastic. I would like to see some more soft touch even on this Laramie trim level, but the dash is soft touch. They do provide a grab handle on the side. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, however it's not power, which I would like to see. And then here's some of your lighting controls, power pedals, electronic parking brake. And the seat cushions are big on this truck too. Perforated leather, and you have these suede inserts here with the Laramie badge right here. On the passenger side, they do provide a Laramie badge right there, and this is all soft touch, including the dash. 10-way seat. They do hide the jack on this side under the seat too. Let's go ahead and step in. They do provide a grab handle, and I'm going to put it in accessory mode. Now this one does have the screen on this side. This is like the co-pilot screen, as I call it. And some people will love this. Some people won't care either way. Let's go ahead and turn it on. You have 2 menus. This is the home screen. So if you swipe it this way, you can see you have navigation. You can listen to your own music on this. And you have access to the cameras too, like that. If you go back like this, you can see navigation. So if you need to put in an address while you're driving down the highway, you can do that on this side. And you have some notifications here that you can see. It shows the date and time. Sorry for that glare there. And then you have some controls also for the screen. So if you need to brighten up the screen, you can turn it off, obviously. And on the side here, you can tell you don't have a view from the driver's seat. A little bit of storage down below. Let's go ahead and check out the rear. Seat back pockets on both sides. There's also this storage with these removable trays, tie downs, flat floor surface, and as I've said, people will try to say otherwise. This is the largest cab in the segment in my opinion. I just think that I've sat in all of them. This is the biggest one. It's wide, and I feel like you just have more floor space with the seats all the way back. 4 USBs. You have the outboard heated seats, 115 volt power plug, cup holders, and you have this guy here for the armrests with more cup holders. Also, these seats do recline. This does have a little barrier that you can set up too for some storage below the seat. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's side. You guys see that this is a full screen. That is an option. And then this one does have the 14.4 inch display, which is the largest in the segment. They give you some great buttons on the side of it. You have all your climate control buttons there. The only thing that's not available for you is your heated and ventilated seats, so you would have to still push the screen to get to those. They also have your climate button here, so if you keep this menu up, then you'll be able to get there, and you can move things around too, like this. They do give you the gain on the screen for your trailer brake, but you can still pull this. And you have your front rear parking sensors on here too. You can disable those. Tons of USBs, type A's and type C's. The HDMI is going to be for that passenger screen. Dual charger for your phone. You still have a 115 volt power plug down here. You have your cup holders, storage, and another USB. So they give you a ton of USBs for this truck. Because the slides, you do have deeper storage out back here. So you see each generation of truck too, by the way, right there. Overall, I think that Ram trucks are the best in the segment, especially with the discounts that you can get. I always like the layout that they give you for this screen and all the information that they allow you to see. This is your dipstick now. It's inside the screen. Tire pressure. And then you have your stop start function, and you now have drive modes too, so let's kind of go through those really quickly. So you have snow, tow, sport, off-road, and then back to automatic, and then your engine hours are right there. Up top, home link. You can drop the tailgate from inside the truck, LED lights, and this is how you slide that rear glass. Lastly, you have this here, and you have vanity with lights on both sides. Incandescent bulbs. Gross axle rating out front is going to be 3,900 pounds. The rear is going to be 4,100 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,100 pounds. 22x9 wide wheels. And then here's that payload. 1,549 pounds. Which isn't too bad, but as I've said in other videos, if you add the twin panel, power deployable running boards, and a spray in, that number could drop by 150 pounds or so. But I hope you guys liked the video. As I said, this is one of the best trucks on the market. Despite all the hate that Ram gets, they are a really strong contender, especially with the discounts that they get as well. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out Larry Miller's inventory if you are in the market. See you guys soon.